Kevin, with all the talks, and rightfully so, and for the other ones that don't know on that list, it was Lamar Jackson, Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, Justin Madubuike, Tyler Linderbaum, and Justin Tucker, all deserving. But also, Kevin, I want you to touch on, because there was a lot of Ravens then that really probably deserved to be on it, and I want you to touch on that because they are having some fantastic seasons, even though they did not get the Pro Bowl nod.
Yeah, you could probably argue they could have double digits in Pro Bowlers.
I mean,
here.
they could field the whole offense.
Yeah.
The one that I'm looking at, though, and this is someone I've been talking about for years. Kevin Zeitler's not made a Pro Bowl in his career.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me started on that.
Which is unreal.
Get him started. Wait,
that guy.
Well, go ahead. Take it. Go ahead.
He's guaranteed to get snubbed from that, and it makes zero sense. He's like one of the best guards in the NFL. It makes no sense.
For years, too.
Dude, the guy's been in the league 12 years.
And he's been a top guard the entire time.
It's unreal.
It's insane. I think it's a bit
insane.
now. I think it's the NFL has to be running a bit now.
I think it's like there's like someone's running a smear campaign on Kevin Zeitler.
It's insane. Each year he's literally like one of the top guards across the entire board, and it's just like
it's like
he'll give up no pressures for like 7 straight weeks, and people
he's
like
steady. He's a steady guy that he's playing. No disrespect to Quentin Nelson, Batonio, and Thuney, but I mean Zeitler. It's just even a Baltimore thing. Every year he's been with the Ravens, he's deserved the Pro Bowl. And it goes back before the Ravens too.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how you look at a guy like Kevin Zeitler and you can still say today that he's not a Pro Bowler. He absolutely is, and I don't know why he hasn't made it.
Well, exactly. and that's the part. Go ahead, Brad.
I was gonna say I also don't understand how Geno Stone didn't get the Pro Bowl when you get 7 interceptions on the year. That makes zero sense.
Agree.
Yeah, this guy said egregious, and I totally agree. I think Geno has stepped into a role that he's kind of solidified himself in our defense. Went from maybe being like a sometimes player to a special teams guy to now he's like a staple in our secondary. And 7 picks in the NFL is just insane.
It's second in the league.
Yeah,
you don't see that anymore.
That's absurd. Yeah. And is it what he didn't start every game at DB? Why he didn't get it?
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
that makes
sense.
sense.
Kevin and Geno are 2 guys that they're 100% Pro Bowl worthy, and they should be in the Pro Bowl without a doubt. And they're maybe behind guys like Quentin or somebody at, I don't know, a safety off the top of my mind, but that are maybe a little bit of a bigger name that they can sell a little bit more, and that maybe didn't produce that much this year. But last year they did this, that, and the other, and it's like,
especially with the Pro Bowl being now,
the 2024
it's not even.
Well, yeah,
it's like more. I think it's the flag football game. It's all the events. So I think that is part of it. Is they do want the stars. Like even if you're not having the best year, they're going to lean towards you, and it's also fan voting. So people just
and
go through.
It's tough because the Pro Bowl, they're not playing the game anymore, and it is more fan oriented nowadays with all the different activities and the fan involvement. But it's still like winning team last year got 80 racks.
Yeah.
Losing team got 40.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's just like, hey, you're in the Pro Bowl, good for you. It's like, hey, if you're in the Pro Bowl and your team wins, that's 80 grand.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Are you kidding me?
And Geno Stone has not gotten a massive contract.
No, he's on the 10-year deal. He's on he got the because he got him and Snoop got that. I think he's at like 2.1 or something this year.
I think that's the part of it. It's just that people being recognized. And to your point, Kevin, Zeitler is not a name when you look at some of the other guards that they're going to jump up and go, yeah, he's deserving. But people that watch him and are familiar with his work, is that a new phrase? Oh, I wasn't familiar with your work. His work is phenomenal. Geno Stone had a tremendous season, but it doesn't ultimately going to, lead to an opportunity to be in a Pro Bowl. That's the way the world works. And the fans, the sport doesn't happen without the fan support, right? And they want guys that they are fans of, but still it hurts because you want to see some people get in. And switching on the
well, real quick, I just do want to point out next year, have my word now, I am going to run the nastiest Nick Moore Pro Bowl campaign on Twitter of all time. We're getting Nick to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I need to get there.
Yeah, on those double vote days where like each retweets double the vote, we're gonna have all the burner accounts out. The burner accounts are going.
We're gonna get what they did for the Chargers did for Cameron Dicker. We're gonna get that type of campaign.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
That was Cameron's.
He was a stud. He deserved it.
I kind of pulled for him after that video. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's definitely deserving.
He is.
He had a great year, and there's there's a handful of kickers in our conference that had unbelievable years. Unfortunately, Justin Tucker's also in our conference. So
hard to beat.
Unfortunately, you're in
Yeah.
the conference with the greatest of all
I think
time.
the only guy that could have beat him was Aubrey in Dallas, and that's because he's perfect.
Yeah, well, and he has been perfect. How about that to start his career? He's been dynamite